We are connected because I don't know what just happened. But we are doing the last of the elements. We have Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. I hope I put Pisces in the title. I was kind of moving fast. Uh, but just so you know, this is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. It is Pisces season. Happy birthday to all the Pisces as well. So let's see what we have, what's going on in Cancer's energy. We're just going to start with Cancer. That's the energy that came out first for me. So we're going to get into the energy of Cancer. Let's see what is going on with our Cancers. Ooh, somebody else had this in their sign as well. So we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and this is starting energy, Cancer. So it feels like you could be in a position to where you're very busy in your life. You have a lot going on. Maybe you're focused on finances. If you are a parent, then you are experiencing like helicopter parenting, meaning you are trying to be there for your kids, you're trying to provide that stability, but you also got to work. Like you have things that you have to get done. So I feel like you've been um, in and out of stability, and you're really trying to grasp this material wealth that you love to have because you are a Cancer. You love stability, and you don't like change too much when it comes to finances and things that bring you comfort. What else is here for our Cancer in your energy? Six of Pentacles. You are in an energy of giving and receiving. So this, I'm taking this two ways. This is the energy of where you feel like you want to be blessed the way you bless others. If you are a Cancer, you tend to not want to ask for things. But in this energy, I feel like people know that you have a need and they're going to come through for you. But this is also an energy of you, I almost feel like you're at the mercy of somebody else. Like it's almost like you don't want to ask for the things that you need, but you're at the mercy of this person, so you're going to have to ask. Okay, Cancer. Let's see what else is going on with you. This has a lot to do with your stability, your financial stability, stability in your career, in your household, and finances. Clarify this energy for me. I'm getting like 3 different messages. You could be connecting with a Pisces. You could be asking a Pisces for something. But ultimately, this is you. You have a lot going on in this hangman position. We know that hangman represents Pisces. So the hangman position represents an energy of you taking yourself away from a lot of things. You have to take yourself away. You've been put in a position to where you're trying to look at things differently. It's almost like a spiritual connection. Like you're in a hangman's position to where you have had to stop going and doing things that you usually would do because you're trying to get a better perspective of on your life, maybe past events, maybe you're overthinking, or just events that really have you in your feelings. What else is here for you? I want to get to the essence of what you are feeling, Cancer. So something in your world has changed. We have two major arcana cards. Like I said, the hangman represents Pisces. Something in your world has come to an end. We have the world card. World card equals completion. So this could be the reason why you are in a feeling of needing to be by yourself and needing to have space so you can learn how to process the events that are going on in your life. But there is something too financially that you have going on. Now, again, I don't know if it's like instability, but I do feel like you're working very hard to hold on to the luxury and the stability that you want out of your life. Like you're working hard. You have a standard and you are working hard to keep that standard. And I feel like you're shutting other people out to keep this standard of living. But then we have another energy here with you putting yourself in a situation to where you're away from people because there's been a completion with this world card. Something has come to an end. You know, the life cycle, it that's how the life cycle is. Things begin and things end. And I feel like somewhere in your cycle there has been something that has ended. So is this two? Let me see if this is two different Cancers energy. So no, the devil card is here. It could be the same person in the same energy. You worry about finances, you worry about how you are going to maintain, and you also worry about things ending. You know, you have come accustomed to certain people, certain things, and it bothers you when things change. So the devil card is here. Now, who is in your energy, Cancer? It could be a Capricorn. Capricorn is your polar opposite sign, so they tend to do things energetically different than you do. So whereas Capricorns kind of are unemotional, Cancers are more sensitive to your needs. Capricorns tend to be the father of the zodiac sign. Cancers are the mother. They're very nurturing. Capricorns are going to give it to you straight up. So this devil card here is an energy of you connecting with someone, and it could be after this traumatic completion, whatever's going on here, you're connecting with a person with devil-like energy. What else does this Cancer need to know? See, Cancer, you just showed up to your own reading with the King of Cups. So whether you admit it or not, Cancer, you do long for love. With this Devil card and the King of Cups together, you long to have that emotional attachment with somebody that has deep emotional feelings and understands emotions like you understand, like that can understand maybe even your mood swings at times, because at times Cancers just don't want to be bothered, you know, and they might go into hiding and you're like, okay, Cancer, where are you? And you know, they come back like nothing ever happened. Now if you're close to this Cancer, they kind of get offended if you don't check on them, if you're close. But if they don't really know you like that, they're just not going to let anybody into their inner circles. So if you're like trying to pull them out of their shell and call them and talk to them and trying to see what's going on, that they're instantly, that may be a turnoff for Cancer, because they have to really know you and have to really build something with you, some type of connection with you for you to be that close to them. Now, the Devil card and the King of Cups. Again, going back to you, there is some toxic energy in some type of love. I don't know if it's love that somebody's giving you, love that you're looking for, that you are connecting with, or you could be the toxic one, Cancer. Shocking. Oh my gosh, we have a death, we have the devil, we have the death card, we have the world card here. So whatever has come to an end with this completion, I feel like it's being stalled here with you. So there's been an ending. Something needs to change. Something is moving on and something is being stalled. Let me just look at this energy real quick with the Devil card and the King of Cups. Being attracted to something that is toxic, leaving something toxic behind you, and trying to move on to something that is more pure. That's another energy that I'm getting. But there's some stalling here. There's some stalling this new beginning. Maybe everything that is toxic is behind you because it's behind the King of Cups. This devil energy is behind the King of Cups. So you are trying to remove toxic energy. You're trying to put toxic energy behind, but for some reason it keeps being attached to you. So you trying to move on and make head and heart decisions. I don't want to say head over heart, head and heart decisions, because that's the King of Cups. They're very emotionally balanced and available. They can be rational, but they can also be emotional too. So but when you see them, when you see the King of Cups in upright, you know that that's a person that's trying to be logical and emotional. So I feel like your toxic ways you're trying to keep and put behind you, but things have been stalling because something has come up. So if you're a Cancer, you do negative self at times. You've really gotten into an energy where everything feels like it's just being negative, and then you're starting to be really negative. You're trying to put that behind you, but you're attached to some type of devilish energy. So it's almost like you can't put it behind you, and that's why things are being stalled. Change is not happening. Um, and if you're a Cancer that has not yet experienced this, you might experience the fact that there's something that you can't move on from just yet. There's stalling with the death card, and Scorpio could be around you as well. Ooh, Empress. Somebody is giving birth. Gosh, you have all the major arcana. There is a lot in your world that is changing. Even though there's things being stalled, there's a toxic energy or a energy of defeat here. There is major changes. Your world is changing as we see it with this Empress, Aries energy, Scorpio's energy, Capricorn's energy, um, and Pisces that was in your chart. So it's not necessarily that you could be a you could be a Cancer that's having a baby, but you could be a Cancer that's giving birth to something fresh and new. You're trying to do something different. That's why you're working so hard. That's why people don't see you as often as they have, because there's something that you are rebuilding or you are giving birth to. Like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to be a baby. It's something that has all your attention because you want to get back your power. You want to get back into the essence of you, your comfort zone. And right now, you can't be in your comfort zone because there's a lot going on. Oh, congratulations. Okay, Cancer, let's see if there's anything else that needs to come out. The Moon card, another major arcana card. So what people don't know is there are secrets that are going to be revealed, things that you haven't told people yet. And I have to acknowledge this is Cancer's energy, so Cancer just showed up to their own reading, but there's things that you haven't necessarily told other people, and I think that you're going to be really open and honest with this. There's like things that are changing. It's big events. The energy of feeling like maybe you do need somebody to talk to. Maybe you do need a significant change, and it might be a change in a different direction. However, financially, you really desire stability. You are in your comfort zone when you're at peace. When your bills are paid, you don't have to worry. You're not going to get put out. Your family's taken care of. So a lot of this ties into this Moon card in reverse. This change could be stalled because, again, you could be going through something that is toxic right now, and it's stalling you from being in your best energy. Okay, let me see if this is in regards to relationships. Oh my God. I promise you. Oh, this is in regards to relationships as well, the Lovers. So, okay, there could be another Cancer in this energy that is entertaining the fact of having a relationship, but you're tied to some toxic energy and you don't know how it's going to work. Because a lot of times when you are tied to toxic energy and you don't have a healthy outlet to get rid of that energy, you tend to, this is anybody, it tends to manifest in your relationship, and your partner could be like, okay, what is wrong with you? Like, I have the job. I can't stand the people at my job. So you need to get a new job. But this is definitely a season of love. You could be connecting to a Gemini, Cancer. I don't know how you feel about that, but you could be connecting to a Gemini or even an Aquarius. So just shuffled this deck. The High Priestess has come out, and this again represents you having some secrets that you haven't told anybody, but there is something coming to light. I wouldn't be surprised if you popped out with a new man or you've changed for good and nobody sees you again. Like you've made a decision, things have to be different, and then you're just done. But it's not like you just came to that conclusion. It's something that you've been struggling with for a while. So in this relationship, let me see what's a good. Oh, actually, this is an oracle card. Because I feel like you want better for yourself, and you have for some time. Like you want the best for yourself, but somehow you just got kind of caught up in this toxic or unfortunate energy. And it's hard to put it behind you. Ooh, Cancers, blessings on blessings on blessings. So protection, attention, love. Your guides are always with you. So whatever you're going through right now, just know that even though you don't feel like you are blessed, you're blessed. Somebody is watching over you and protecting you. Look at that energy. Somebody has your best interest at hand, even when you think that you are all alone and you can't understand why this is happening to you. But this has happened for a reason, and you see the blessings. The Chariot in the tarot deck, Cancer is represented by the Chariot, and then you have the Chariot pretty much here. So this is victory still. This is still a win. This is like you see the eagle or the bird flying free, connected. Like it's almost like somebody's opening. It's like open to like the gates of heaven or something. But definitely there has been blessings. There is blessings. So you don't ever have to worry. Like you're fighting this battle back and forth. You don't know how you're feeling. You don't know how to feel. Just know that whatever you are attached to that has had you in an energy of feeling down, that a blessing is coming out of this energy, or a blessing has come out of the situation. And it's not necessarily something you probably can see or understand, but you have to believe it, because in order, that's how things manifest. There is something that's good that's coming out of this situation, so don't worry. You shouldn't be filled with anxiety or any type of grief, even though it's hard. But somebody is definitely looking out for you, Cancer. Let's see. What else do Cancer? What else do you have for Cancer? Cancer. That's the one. Memories. So there's a lot of nostalgia going on, maybe some repetition into how you think about a situation, an attachment, just reliving the past. And the universe is saying, let it go. Like the energy here is let it go. Like I think that we all need time to process certain things, but in this energy, it's saying like acknowledge it, but then at the same time, you have to let it go if it's weighing on you. So blessings and memories. Give me one more, and then I want to see if there is a relationship oracle as well. Oh, it fell on the floor. So if you're questioning, was there anything else you could have done? If there's anything that you can do different, you're trying to understand a situation, so you question it over and over. The answer is no. The answer is no. This could be a breakup or separation with someone that you truly love, and you're really rethinking it. You're kind of being toxic about it. But sometimes we just have to move on. That unfortunately is life at times, that it doesn't always go the way that we planned, but life cycle is life's cycle. So let me see in regards to love for you. Do we have something? It's a black rose or a red rose. Which one are we going to have for Cancer? There we go. Okay, so I'm going to see. So this one is all about self-worth, realization, and power. Let me see, what else? Is this a black rose or a red rose? Actually, it's a blue rose, not a red rose. Oh, it fell on the floor. Goodness. And it fell in upright. So this is the energy for Cancer. The tea is cold now. No more drama. Over it. Past, expired. Let's see financially. Hi. Hi, hi. Financially, what do we have for Cancer? What does Cancer need to know financially? What is their mantra? Cancer, I don't work for money. Money works for me. Hint, hint. And lastly, okay, so lastly, for my special Cancer, tranquility, kindness, and self-care. So don't forget your tranquility, kindness, and self-care. Your energy is lavender. So find some lavender if you can. Rub it on you, get some lavender candles, and just try to relax and get into a headspace of just being free and just clearing your mind. Leave all the anxiety behind. That's what I have for Cancer. Now we are going to do, Pisces came into my head first, so Pisces is next. Pisces, what is going on with our beautiful Pisces? Just let me regroup the cards. Okay, here we go. Let's do Pisces. And happy birthday to all the Pisces. You know, I know a whole lot of Pisces. Uh-oh, Pisces. Pisces, I feel like you're closed off. Okay, come on, Pisces. What is it you're not saying? All right, Pisces, it's your season. Tell me something good. Pisces, let's go. All right. Page of Pentacles energy. So here are you, Pisces. You're being ambitious in this season. Okay, so there is you. You're being goal-oriented, a planner, and just really a student to the game. I feel like you're trying to get your money up. You're really trying to break out with fresh new ideas. We know Pisces tend to have a lot of ideas, and they can be for the people. They are for the people type of people because they are self-sacrificing people. Yes. I'm up very late. Can you tell in my voice? I'm trying to put some pep in my step. Let's see. Nine of Cups in reverse. So Pisces, you have something that you have been working on and you've been ambitious about it, but you can't seem to understand why it has not come to fruition for you. But you have something here that the universe knows that you want, but right now it's stalled. It almost feels like it's not a good time for you to have it. But I feel like because things are stalled, you're in an energy of like unhappiness because you expect more. Pisces tend to have high standards because in their highest vibration, they work really hard and they give so much of themselves for causes, people, at jobs. Like they really do put all of themselves in. So you feel like you've underachieved something and you're in an energy of feeling down. But just know that whatever's going on, this is delayed gratification. And you're probably thinking like, well, it's been delayed for a very long time, but it's still not the right time. That's what the energy is saying. So it's going to be delayed even longer. And the universe knows when the right time is for you. So you shouldn't stress about it. Uh-oh, I feel like you got anxiety on me. So, what else flew out. Page of Cups. So here you are with this sensitivity, a dreamer. We know Pisces are dreamers, and this innocence, like your head's to the clouds. You're really trying to better a situation and better yourself. So I almost feel like because the universe knows that you're not where you need to be just yet. That's why it hasn't come to fruition. Like you're in a page's energy. A page is more or less a person that is a little bit novice about a situation. Yes, you could have had successes in a lot of things. You could have degrees, you could have a lot of experience, but this one thing that you're focused on, the universe doesn't feel like you're ready yet. And if you are manifesting and you're putting your needs out there and putting your wants out there, the universe is catching that, and you have to just trust the process. Ooh, the Eight of Cups is here for you because the Eight of Cups represents abandonment and walking away, letting go. So there's something here that needs to come out, like some truth that needs to be understood. You could be connecting with Cancer just because the moon card is there for me, and I'm looking at some type of changes in your life. So I don't necessarily feel like it's people in your life that you need to disconnect from. I think it's more so the universe is trying to tell you that you need to study more on a subject. Like Pisces, they are very smart, but they can jump into things and not really know everything just yet. They kind of play it by ear as they go, and they tend to succeed that way. But in this particular case, there's something here that the universe is stalling because they feel like this is not the right time and you're searching for something, and maybe you need to leave something else behind because this path is very like specific for you. It's very specific for you. And that's when things are going to really manifest themselves, is when you actually allow the universe to take over and stop trying to control this process. Like do your part and then step away. The Hermit, you could be connecting to a Virgo. So as this energy is, it's more about self-reflection. So how can I say this? So a lot of times you can be very critical of others, Pisces, but at the same time, this calls for self-reflection. So maybe what you need to abandon and walk away from is the ability, the idea of thinking that you're right because you're righteous in what you believe. Just because you're righteous doesn't mean you're right. And so, whatever path this is, your spiritual guides don't want to lead you down, don't want you to go down the wrong path because you've manifested something very big. So, they're saying you need to take self reflection, go inner, think about this, withdraw, have solitude, really understand yourself and understand what this new endeavor means to you. Because I think that you want something, but you don't have it all together. Like you don't have everything that you need to conquer this. And I know sometimes people say, go ahead and do it and things will fall into place. That's not always the case. Sometimes you just waste your time, and then you could have been better off if you knew what was ahead of you. If you really taken the time to really listen to yourself energetically, listen and manifest and have solitude and really pray if that's what you do, or really think, go in deep instead of just knowing a little bit about something and then letting it go as it comes. I don't know why I'm getting that energy. Like it must be a Pisces in this energy that tends to know a little bit about something and then they just go full force. Like they have this grand production, but they really don't have an idea of what they're doing because they've never done it before. So the universe is trying to save you. This stalling and this rejection is actually protection, and you're looking at it as a way of like, why is it not happening? But it's not happening because there's something more that you need to learn and know and trust and understand about yourself before you jump all in. So again, this goes back to self-reflection, introspection, contemplating and withdrawing, having solitude and understanding yourself. And that's how you're going to get to the next level with this wish fulfillment that you have. Because Pisces can dream big in their highest vibration. Oh my gosh, if you have a Pisces on your side, that's a Pisces is a type of sign in their highest vibration. I always got to make that clear. They're the type of sign that they're all in with you. You have this idea, they're like, if they can see a little bit of it with you, okay, yeah, let's do it. And before you know it, like they're taking over a lot of the work and they don't necessarily have to get the credit. That's how loyal and optimistic that they can be. But in this situation, the universe is holding you back on purpose. So let's see what else is here. This could be a relationship too. You could be with somebody and you're wondering why you can't be together, but the universe is saying, hey, I know that you think that this is the person for you, but just wait. Okay, so we have two energies out. Um, the Queen of Swords. Oh, so are you being pessimistic, Pisces? Is there something here that it's spiteful or even manipulative? That's a shadow energy for you. Four of Cups, crying over spilled milk, not accepting what is going on, feeling like you should have more control over the situation, saying that you trust the process but not trusting the process. Wow. What else is here? Ooh, Pisces in the building, 310. Happy birthday. Well, your birthday's coming up. All right. Oh, the Magician. Are you connecting to a Gemini? Oh, my goodness. So, again, this goes back to you having willpower, having self-restraint. Because I don't feel like you can take another heartbreak in this season currently. You are a strong sign. You are a strong individual. And you go through a lot and you sacrifice a lot for a lot of people, Pisces. But the universe is stalling you on purpose. And this is going to be probably one of your biggest tests, is to just sit down, sit on your hands, sit and relax. Sit and find yourself and not feel the need to go out and help everybody else. Just focus on you, because there's goals that you have and you will reach these goals. There's just more work that needs to be done on your part. Let's see what comes out in your oracle energy. Now, sometimes Pisces, you have the money, you have the resources. So this work is energetically. This work is a different type of work. There's a lot of things that you love to fix for other people, but this one is going to come from you, Pisces. You learning yourself a little bit better, you growing, you understanding that yes, things can be done, but sometimes they don't have to be done right away. You can't trust everybody. You can't do everything for everybody. So here we have destruction, but destruction came out in reverse. So I feel like the energy here is like you moving too fast. You don't even know that you're headed toward destruction. There's a new opportunity, an opportunity to change, but by you not trusting the process, destruction can and will happen. Divine timing. You're not accepting these cards are coming out in reverse. So I'm reading the cards in reverse. I feel like it's saying that you're impatient right now. You're not at peace. You're not trusting the process. You're not trusting the process of divine timing. And this is why things have been stalled for you. Runner, but runner is in reverse. So I feel like maybe you've been too emotional lately. You haven't sat down to really process your emotions and how you feel about things and really accept them in a healthy manner, because you need all the emotional stability that you can get, especially if you're going into something new that will require a lot of you, require more of you. You need to hold space for yourself and your emotional stability, before you jump into something else and or something new, something that you truly want, because it takes one emotional outburst to lose everything. So the universe is really protecting you, honestly. That's the energy and the feeling that I'm getting for you. So let me see about money. You know, Pisces can find some money. Let me tell you. And then we'll do one for love too. What do you have for Pisces and money? What is their mantra? Okay, so you have I am a powerful manifester as well. Everything magically works out for me. My brain is worth millions. Yes. I love that for you. Okay, let's see as far as relationships. You know that Pisces always has somebody in their life, and somehow, let's see. Ooh, stalking their socials. Somebody is obsessed. Now, the question is, are you obsessed with them? Are they obsessed with you, Pisces? Oh, so did somebody betray you, Pisces? Is this where this energy is coming from? Is this where this stalling of your goals and manifestations are coming from? Dang. I gave you my all. I should have been done. All right, Pisces. Let me see. Is there anything else we have for Pisces? So it's going to be in the future. You're definitely going to have to make a difficult decision. It's going to be a choice that you make. And it's pretty much over everything that I said, you stepping back and away from a situation. And as a result, we have the Knight of Cups. Something better is coming into your life. So a lot of times we hold on to things thinking that it's the best. And once we release them and truly let them go mentally and energetically, you'll be amazed and surprised what bigger plans the universe has for you. You might have wanted that small teddy bear, but the universe had something way more major. So, you know, I definitely wish you the best, and I definitely send you positive energy. But just know that something better is coming. Like, you just have to make that decision. Two of Swords is all about decision making. Stop being stale. Yes, it's a difficult choice, but once you make it, it's going to lead you into a brighter path, and you're going to have so much more. But it will be up to you to decide to let go and energetically let the universe tell you when the time is right. That's for Pisces. So let's go on. Last but certainly not least, we went through all the signs. Scorpio is next. I did it. You're welcome. I feel like Rocky. I finally got through all the signs. Okay. This is the last sign. This is Scorpio. What do we have for Scorpio? What deck are we going to use for Scorpio? Well, let's use this deck. Scorpio, we'll use this deck for you. Give me a divinely guided message I can interpret appropriately for Scorpio. What is going on in Scorpio's energy? Scorpio, you could be surrounded by Pisces. I don't know yet, but we're going to see. Okay. What do you have for Scorpio? Oh, that was quick. Okay. So we have a Four of Cups off top, Scorpio. Four of Cups. What has disappointed you recently? What missed opportunity are you focused on? It could also be something that you are complaining about. It's almost like crying over spilled milk. The Moon card, Cancer could be in your energy with this one, Scorpio. So there are some changes that are happening. You are forcing people out of your life. You are forcing things to be different. And this could come from the fact that you've been highly disappointed in situations recently. You could be highly disappointed in someone that you love, or it, it could be family, it could be relationships, but things have got to change. And that's the feeling that I'm getting when I'm reading your energy. Like, I need some changes. And these changes may come to other people very subtly, but I feel like this is something that you've been thinking about for a while. Scorpio is a sign that they're forever changing. They like to really finish things, but when something's not working, and they give their all in their highest vibration, Scorpios will give their all, but when something's not working, they will decide to make that change and they will stick with it. Oh, damn. Did somebody betray you, Scorpio? I feel like somebody could have stabbed you in the back, really crossed you. And if you know Scorpios, Scorpios don't take that lightly. Scorpios are the signs, they're very inquisitive, and they're the signs that actually they can interrogate you like no other. But any shift with the Scorpio, like, they notice like even little changes. So it's really hard to, I don't want to say it's not hard to be friends with a Scorpio, but once they notice a shift in you, they tend to question everything about you. So that's the hard part. They value consistency. But there's some changes going on to you, Scorpio, because you feel like somebody really did try you and somebody is perhaps being deceitful behind your back, stabbing you in the back with this Ten of Swords, betraying your trust. Tell me more for Scorpio. Tell me more. So also, once you lose that trust with Scorpio, it's really hard to build it back. That's why Scorpios don't have very many close friends, because you almost have to be in sync with and aligned with what they're doing. And nobody really can be aligned like that. But that's what Scorpios expect, complete loyalty. So you could have a Scorpio that you're trying to get to know, even as a friend, and something might change. Somebody might say something that you said and you really didn't say it, but Scorpios, they just start to question that because they expect complete loyalty. So they'll start analyzing how you reacted to a situation, and they'll start to overthink too. So sometimes, Scorpios, you do get it wrong. Don't get mad at me when I say that. So Queen of Pentacles, is this with money? Does this have to do with money? Does this have to do with stability? What does this have to do with for Scorpio? The Death card. Scorpio just showed up to their own reading. So this has to do with an idea that you probably have manifested, and maybe it costs a lot of money. Maybe you invested a lot into a certain person, and this person didn't make a return on the investment for you, and as a result, you don't trust them. And you're wanting to end things. Okay, let's see. Page of Wands is here. So you can be very passionate, Scorpio, and this Page of Wands really represents that. Like, I feel like to this person you could be very charming and very charismatic, but you have reservations about this situation. You do feel like somebody has betrayed you, and you question somebody that's close to you, that's in your life. And it doesn't have to be like a family member. It could be, a person that you're dating, a person that you're with, a friend, somebody in your life you question. Why is the Page of Wands representing this energy for Scorpio? Okay. The Two of Pentacles. So, are you juggling multiple people? Or are you being juggled? You feel like you're being juggled. You feel like you're not being placed as a priority in somebody's life. And so you're taking this as this person is betraying you by not being there for you. Okay, Scorpio. All right. Okay. So let me see. Let's get into some extra energy. What's going on with Scorpio? Do you have any oracle card energy for Scorpio? Something that you're unaware of, unawakened. So this is in reverse, but something that you're unaware of. This could be somebody very close to you, somebody you have trust in. You're trying to figure out what this person's motive is. Oh, yes. In reverse, though. Okay. Look at Scorpio. Your goals are being stalled by this situation. It's right. Give me some more energy for Scorpio. Did somebody reject you, Scorpio? Or did you feel the need to reject somebody else because you didn't like the way that they approached you? Okay, so let's regroup. Of course, Scorpio. You would be the last one to really challenge the energy, but I love it. Let's see. What's the point of it all? So the chaser is saying, what's the point of it all? The universe wants you to know, Scorpio, you have to be patient. I don't know if this person betrayed you. I feel like you've overthought this situation. You're overthinking it. So if you're questioning somebody in your life right now, Scorpio, we know that you are very inquisitive and you're like a private investigator. You're a detective. But I feel like you overanalyze this situation. You could have read this person wrong. And before you make a decision to completely cut this person out of your life and to say everything that you feel, and you know when you cut deep, I think that you should take a step back, honestly. Because I think you read a situation wrong. I don't want to say that you are wrong, because you're not wrong for your feelings, but there's something here that you don't have all the answers to. And because you have your spidey senses and you automatically go to defense when you feel like somebody has switched up on you or changed or said something, you could be overreacting. Dare I say it? And this could all be out of self-protection. I don't even know why I picked up this deck. 7 of Wands in reverse. Because you feel the need to stand your ground. Like you're not going to back down to anybody. You're not going to let anybody play with you. And you have a reputation of being that person that people just can't play with like that. But in this energy, there's something that you read wrong. Something that is not... There is more that meets the eye, and perhaps you can see it from the other person's perspective, or just give it some time. Let's see. Is there anything else for Scorpio that this message that they should know? Oh my gosh, I just seen the Tower. I feel like you're going to force somebody out of your life, but I don't know if that's should be the move right now. That, I don't know. Doesn't feel right. Let's see. And the Tower does represent Scorpio. So Scorpio, thank you for showing up to your own reading. This definitely could have something to do with family, togetherness, wholeness. It could have to do with your finances, protecting yourself in situations. Ace of Wands, you're ready for something that is more passionate and something that gives you more of a thrill and more of a chase, more security, more passion. We know Scorpios love passion. You're ready for that wish fulfillment as well. You could be connecting with a Cancer. You're ready for, oh, you want somebody to offer you an apology. Ooh. Hmm. So what's the advice for Scorpio? Because the ultimate really energy that I'm getting from this message is there's something that you probably were overreacting about, but you had every reason to, but give it some time. Give it some time and really look at it from all aspects, because I don't think that what you think it is, it's not that. The Magician in reverse. The Gemini is here. So the Magician in reverse is all about stalling. And I feel like there's something here that's stalled or needs to be stalled because it needs to be looked at from a different angle. And dare I say it, but you're going to have to give up some power in the situation. You're going to have to give up some control. You're going to have to relinquish some control and let it play out. Don't move too quickly in this one, Scorpio. The universe knows when it's time for an end, like it's time for a completion. Oh, goodness. What else? What else? Give me one more, please. Oh, Four of Swords. Just rest. It's time for you to rest. That could be a Four of Wands too, which does equally mean continue to strive on with your happy home front. Don't worry about any outside noise and just give it time. Yeah, because I feel like right now things are one-sided. You could be connecting with a Sagittarius. You feel like you poured out more love than the other person. You're tired. Gosh, the Hermit is here too. The universe is saying force yourself into isolation. Take a break, Scorpio. Just take a break. Right now is not the time. Let's get into money or oracle energy for Scorpio. What do we have? Abundance is your birthright. Money is seeking me everywhere I go. Did we already do one for love? We didn't do one for love. I don't think we did one for love yet. What's in your love oracle energy? Ooh, you always come back in reverse. Somebody's not coming back this time. Let's see what else? But just wait. Somebody gave a fake apology. Somebody feels used and discarded, thrown away, devalued, and emotional trash. But again, like I said, there's something here that you're not seeing. So if I were you, I would just wait. Give it some time. Just give it some time. Things are not what they seem. That's what I have for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Happy birthday to all the Pisces. It's Pisces season. You know we love fishes over here. Thank you again. And then I'm going to go to bed because I have been up pretty late. But thank you for watching the video. Share it. And thank you for liking the video. I appreciate you all. Thank you. Bye.